Snake plants are one of the easiest houseplants to grow, or at least, that's what everyone says. But here's the truth. Just because a plant is labeled low maintenance doesn't mean it thrives on neglect. In fact, there are a few really common mistakes people make with snake plants that slowly lead to droopy leaves, stunted growth, or worse, rot. So in today's video, we're going over 5 key mistakes to avoid when growing snake plants. So go ahead, cultivate that like button, and let's get into the video. Mistake number 1, and probably the biggest killer of snake plants, is overwatering. Now, I get it, you want to care for your plant. You want to make sure it's hydrated. But snake plants come from arid regions in West Africa. These guys are succulents at heart. That means they store water in their thick, upright leaves. So when you water them too often, the roots start to suffocate. Then rot sets in, and once root rot happens, it's not easy to save the plant. A good rule of thumb: let the soil dry out completely between waterings. That could be every 2 to 3 weeks, or even longer in the winter months. It's not about sticking to a schedule, it's about listening to the soil. The second mistake is using the wrong soil. If you're planting your snake plant in regular potting soil, or worse, soil from your backyard, you might be setting it up for failure. Snake plants need fast-draining soil. Think cactus mix, succulent blend, or even a homemade mix with potting soil, coarse sand, and perlite. That's going to help water pass through quickly and prevent that soggy soil situation that causes rot. Heavy, moisture-retentive soil just doesn't work for them. Even if you water perfectly, the wrong soil can still hold too much moisture around the roots. So if your plant seems like it's struggling and you're watering sparingly, check the soil. A simple repot in a gritty, well-draining mix might solve the problem entirely. Next up, low light doesn't mean no light. One of the biggest reasons people buy snake plants is because they've been told it survives anywhere. And yes, technically, it will survive in a dark corner, but it won't thrive. In very low light, snake plants grow painfully slow. The leaves can become elongated and floppy as they stretch toward whatever light is available. The plant loses its beautiful upright structure. If you want healthy growth and bold color, give it bright, indirect light. Near a window with filtered sunlight is perfect. Even a few hours of gentle morning sun will go a long way. And no, overhead office lights don't count. Mistake number 4 is all about pots, and it's a two-parter. Wrong pot size and no drainage holes. Snake plants like being slightly root-bound. When the pot is way too big, the soil takes longer to dry out, and that increases the risk of rot. You don't want the roots sitting in moisture. And then there's the drainage issue. This should go without saying, but always use a pot with a drainage hole, no exceptions. Decorative pots are fine, but only if you use a nursery pot inside them, or make sure excess water can escape. If you're using a cash pot or a ceramic planter with no hole at the bottom, you're playing with fire. And finally, mistake number 5, chopping off healthy leaves or propagating the wrong way. Now, snake plants are super easy to propagate. You can do it in water or soil. But there's a catch if you cut a variegated leaf, especially a yellow-edged Sansevieria lawrentii, and root it. The new growth won't have that same diverse dot. Why? Because the genetic pattern doesn't carry over in the cutting. Also, some people panic when they see a droopy or bent leaf and cut it right at the base. But that's not always necessary. If the leaf is still green and firm, it's still helping. The plant photosynthesize. Only remove leaves that are fully yellow, mushy, or rotting. And when you do cut, always use clean, sharp tools to prevent infection. Bonus tip: if you are propagating, let the cuttings callus over for a day or two before placing them in soil or water. That prevents moisture from entering the fresh wound, which can cause rot. So let's do a quick recap of the 5 snake plant growing mistakes to avoid. Overwatering. These are drought-tolerant plants. Treat them like it. Next, wrong soil. Use a gritty, well-draining mix to avoid rot. Fed it enough light. They survive in low light but thrive in bright, indirect light. Also improper pot choice, too big or no drainage? That's a problem. Another thing is bad pruning or propagation. Don't chop unless it's necessary. And know what to expect from your cuttings. Snake plants really are tough, resilient houseplants, but they'll reward you with stronger growth and vibrant color when you get these basics right. If you found this helpful, check out my other videos on indoor plant care and propagation. Until next time, good luck with your snake plants and keep on growing.